Hey there, folks. Greg Shepard here, SNA Financial Services. I specialize in helping folks all over the country simplify, unwind, make sense of those oftentimes confusing TIAA accounts. Okay, recently some of you have reached out to me and asked me to produce, if you want to call this a production, just a quick snippet on pros and cons of TIAA's lifetime income annuity option. Okay, now I will preface by saying this: there are way too many nuances, variables, unknown variables to get into to really dive into all the pros and cons that are specific to your situation out there. So I'm going to give a general idea. I wrote down a few things here. It took me 5 minutes. Okay, about the length of this video. By no means is this investment advice. Your situation literally is unique to everybody else. So upon the completion of this video, you want to figure out if it makes sense for you, contact TIAA. By all means, contact me. Information is below. We'll see, if it fits your situation. So, with that being said, like I mentioned, I got it written down right here. Let's start off with the pros. Now, a lot of this, I'm not going to mention some of the more common sense things. So just hang with me here. Okay, rates. So right now, this is May of 2024. Excuse me. Rates are pretty attractive. Okay, I'm not going to. I'm not going to say they're not. They're pretty attractive. Okay, so keep that in mind. Before you dismiss those annuities, those lifetime income annuities, check out those rates. Okay, call TIAA. You can go on the Retirement Income Illustrator and find out those rates as well. So rates are attractive, can be attractive. Okay, depending upon when you're watching this video. I can't even read in my own handwriting. Oh, predictable stream of income. That goes without saying. Now, the nuance to that, yes, it's a predictable stream of income, but a lot of folks out there kind of screw up, if you will, that inflation protection feature or component to it. So you do have that feature associated with that. You have to opt for that, obviously. So a lot of you folks out there, right or wrong, okay, this is not a video for that, but will choose to do the 0% inflation protection, which is fine. But no, a dollar today is not worth a dollar tomorrow, right? Okay, so that goes without saying. Nonetheless, predictable stream of income. Utilize, okay. So sometimes I've advocated for clients that came on board to utilize a portion of that lifetime income stream to bridge a gap between retirement and Social Security. So like the fixed, dependent upon the contract, okay, that fixed period can be an advantageous strategy to bridge that gap between retirement, excuse me, and Social Security. Let's see. What is this? I got to work on my 10-year-old needs to help me with my handwriting. Good if you have something issues. Come on, Greg. What is this? Spending. Good Lord. Spending issues. Okay, so this has come up with some onboarding clients in the past. Not everybody out there, okay, they have spending issues. Whatever that means to you, they don't trust themselves spending money. So that lifetime income annuity option is a great option for them because, well, I was going to say you can't spend more than you have, but the American dream is kind of get debt up to here, obviously with credit cards, but you get the idea. So if you have some spending issues, that lifetime income annuity option can kind of keep you, excuse me, keep you in check. Okay, cons. First one that came to mind is passing money down to children. A lot of folks reach out to me, ask me about the estate planning component, the lifetime income annuity option. Now, a lot of not misinformation, misunderstood that guaranteed period. Okay, I'm not going to get into that right now, but typically folks are not opting for that guaranteed period to funnel money down to the children upon typically, the husband and wife passing away. But absent of that guaranteed period, it's you and your spouse, okay? Depending upon, again, the annuity option you choose, it's a good option for the spouse. Good feature to have the spouse on there upon the primary person's death. But beyond that, if you don't choose guaranteed periods, even if you do, it may not be advantageous for the kids down the road. Okay, I know that's a little kind of a word salad, but estate planning issues can be a challenge with the lifetime income annuity option. Inflation protection. Okay, so I kind of talked about the inflation protection. Dollar today, not worth a dollar tomorrow. So I think I put that in the pros. Maybe that was incorrect. Anyway, you get the idea. So the inflation protection issue can be a con, illiquid and irrevocable. So as I think most people understand, that money that you annuitize, you can't get it. You have no access to it, right? You can't, for whatever emergency, dollar emergency you have, you can't just take money out of that annuity. Some folks out there think you can, you cannot, okay? And as I wrote down there, it's irrevocable. So once you initiate, turn on that spigot, as I like to call it, you can't change it, okay? If you do the lifetime income annuity option, it's done, okay? Now, I'll kind of opine a little bit. Folks, I've done this for a long time. There's places for it. There's places where it doesn't make sense, okay? So there's not really any gray area. A lot of times I've noticed that ate peanuts before this video, never a good idea. The final game plan that we come up with, a strategy, is a combo of an outside vendor, in my case Schwab, and TIAA traditional, kind of combining those strategies together. So that makes sense for a lot of people. Typically, I'm not seeing folks annuitize like 100% of their assets. There's got to be a reason, you're doing that. What else was I going to get at? I can't recall right now, but don't dismiss. I'm an advocate. I'm a little biased. I like liquidity, of course, but folks, don't dismiss that lifetime income annuity option, given the rates that we're seeing recently. Again, May of 2024. So I know there's other pros and cons. Everyone's different, folks, okay? This depends on if you want that liquidity, you want that predictable stream of income, estate planning, inflation. A lot of variables go into play. So again, contact TIAA. They know what they're talking about over there, of course. Have a conversation with them. And like I mentioned, feel free to contact me, and we'll see if we can get you squared away. All right, so that was just a quick thought on pros and cons of TIAA's lifetime income annuity option. All right, folks, Greg Shepard here, SNA Financial Services. Hey, go out and have a good one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.